So I want to take some time to talk a little bit about why. And I think one of the things that was pretty interesting to me is that in May of last year, June, we had our conference, CX Connect out of LA. And we started talking about this vision for AI. Like, how is it that AI is going to change e-commerce and support teams? And so we had like 3 sessions, and one of them was about help desk, another one was about AI for support, another one was like around how to generate more sales and grow your business. And my assumption would be like most people would go like to AI for support because that's like the big thing that's ahead of us. And the learning was like the room that was fully packed was the one that was about generating revenue. So I think that was a good learning for me to see like there's a ton of excitement around how do we leverage these conversations that as folks in support we're having with customers every day to actually generate revenue and grow the business. So I'm pretty excited to share that what we are going to be doing this year is teach AI agent not only support skills, but also sales skills. So what that means is that it's going to still be able to respond to like product questions, shipping questions, like returns, but it's also going to be able to make product recommendations, create coupons for customers to increase conversion of the website, or even like find ways to bring customers back to the site when they're having doubts about what product to buy. So essentially, like when a customer lands on the website, they're going to be able to speak with an AI that can help them with sales and support, just like they would do if they were in a physical store. So there's a bunch of added value here. Number one is like AI can help you have support interactions that are going to retain your customers, because like if you buy from a brand and when you have a problem, your problem is instantly mitigated. I was just seeing one on X like just before this webinar. Like if that happens, then that means like that builds customer loyalty. Or like, hey, I can trust this brand. I know if something goes south, they're going to solve it, and I'm going to be in a good spot. So AI has the potential to like improve all these conversations to drive loyalty by fixing problems really quick. Then the second thing is that it has the potential to increase the revenue of your store. And so that's the thing we want to double click on today. What we find is that when customers are having a conversation with the AI agent in a sales capacity, AI agent sells more. So usually that there's like recommendations of like add-ons that you can add to that product. Retention's better, which means like long-term, the customer is more likely to come back. And that's beneficial for your store because that's how you're going to maximize the amount of money that the customer is going to spend with your brand, because you satisfy their needs and therefore they are successful. So we're really excited about this like new skill for AI agents. All right, so this is what it's going to look like from a journey perspective. So think about this from the lens of a customer. I discover a brand, in this case, Steve Madden, which is one of our longtime customers. I don't know if Dan and the team are on the webinar here, but you have a first interaction with that brand. So that's, hey, what's going on? Like, can I get like some help to find the product? And that's usually happening on the chat. So here you can have AI agent that's responding to your product questions and guide you to find the product that you want. From there, what might happen is that you might have a follow-up question on like, I purchased something and I actually need to change the shipping address, like we were saying just a second ago. And here, AI agent is able to not only help you on the chat, but it follows you along the journey. So if you're on email, then it's going to respond to your email. And then if you go back to the site or like go to social, then AI agent is going to be able to say like help you out over there with all the context from the previous conversations. So I think this is really interesting, and I've been having a lot of conversations about this with users of our product, like support agents, support managers, director of e-commerce, to talk about like what that means in terms of how our jobs are going to change. So I think the first change is that when we have conversations with customers, they're going to be different. There's going to be less, where's my package? And there's going to be more like, this is the product that you need in your particular case. This is like how to troubleshoot this complex issue. So really excited about like us as a group spending more time on like the things that truly add value and less time on the things that are more like repetitive. The second thing that's going to change, I think, is that we need as managers to changed essentially like our day-to-day. So right now, like a lot of us spend time on like workforce management, like scheduling, like QAing some of the tickets. And what we have an opportunity to do is like, as we deploy AI as like a member of our team, there's also going to be a lot of like coaching of that AI. So that means reviewing the conversation that AI is having with customers, like flagging the ones that didn't go well, and then like train the AI differently so that it learns from its mistake and does better over time, so that the customer experience like improves and improves and improves like month after month. So really excited about that change in particular. And I think that's probably the most complex one, because that means like as support managers, what we need to do is to like essentially like pick up a new skill of like learning how to like prompt AI, coach AI. And so we're going to talk about that also on this webinar today with Zoe and Kevin. Finally, for e-commerce leaders, so what that means is that conversations are not just going to be about support and resolving customers' problems, but it's also going to be about increasing the conversion of the website and increasing the lifetime value of the customer. So that means like the way we think about how we interact with customers and chat with customers is going to be different from like a support angle to not just a support angle, but a support plus a sales angle, which is really exciting. And the metaphor I like to take is the store. Like if you walk into a store, you can get help about like post-sale problems, but you can also ask like pre-sale questions. And so I think what's happening online is going to be way closer to what we see in stores today. And so that opens up a whole realm of opportunity for all of us here adopting AI. So let's talk a little bit about some of the results we've had. This is Mia from Gladnetic, who works with Kevin, who's going to be here in just a second. And I want to highlight a couple of things. Number one is, as you can see here, like the CSAT is like 4.7%. So that means that AI is doing a job that's like as good as a human would do. And that's not something that happens out of the box. Like that's something that like takes a couple of iterations to actually get into. But when you get to a point where like you train your AI to do like a good job on responding to like all the types of questions we talked about, then what you end up in is like a quality of service that's really high. So once you have this high level of service, then you're able to say, okay, I'm confident to roll out my AI to more types of questions from customers. And so in the case of Mia, she's been able to like automate about 40% of the support. And so there's a bunch of benefits doing that. Like, of course, you need to hire less staff, which means like you can, like as the business grows, like you increase your profit margin, you're more successful from a financial standpoint. The other thing that's great is that your response time is like 10 seconds, like for like all the channels. Like any question that comes to your site is responded right away. And not only that, but also like when your agents actually respond to a question from a customer, AI has already asked a bunch of questions to the customer, so it's saving you time there. And that means like even the interactions that you're having with your support team are faster, which means the resolution time is better. So overall, huge win on the quality of the customer experience. Another example that I like is with Ren, who's the director of CX at Heltushi, one of our customers who sells bidets. And they've been using AI agent not just for support, but also to sell with customers. And so what we've been able to see here is that we were talking about like improved AOV, improved conversion. So we see like conversions up like 10 points. AOV is up, I think, about 20 points for them in particular. So the whole point is like we are able to like meaningfully drive revenue, and in this case like 2.4%. So that means like just getting started. We at the beginning of this journey again. You're able to see like meaningful results to the revenue of the business by leveraging these conversations to drive revenue. So we're pretty excited about this change to go from hey, like we're doing support, leveraging flows and if this then that logic to respond right away to customers, which was like what we've done let's say the last couple of years, to using AI to respond to customers' requests, which is more like the recent months. And the future is going to be more about like not only using AI for support, but also to drive revenue. So with that, now let's transition over to some of the good things we have in store for this quarter. So I'm excited to talk about like all the great things our product team has been building. First off, we're going to work on instantly helping customers with AI agents upgrade. So that means on the support side, like what is it that we can do to do better? Number one is AI agent is launching on new channels. So that's primarily chat. We are GAing AI agent on chat today. I tested it earlier. It's in the morning. It takes like 10, 15 seconds to respond to questions. It's like much better than like clicking on flows to like go through a step-by-step experience to find your answers. Like you can ask multiple questions and the AI is going to respond based on your FAQ. So really good experience here, 24/7, consistent. So we're excited about that. So give it a try. If you're on an AI agent today, you can turn on AI agent for chat and then see the result for yourself. So that's number one. Number two is one of the things we've been working on with the folks over at Glamnetic is that we don't want to just respond to the customer and say, I'll hand you over to an agent to do the hard work of like making some order edits. What we want instead is for AI to be able to take action. So what that means is like replacing orders, making order edits in the warehouse. So what we've done is like added like an action section in the AI agent settings where you can have like you can make all these changes essentially in the backend in all the tools that you're using, so that your AI is able to make changes to orders and resolve customer problems. All right, so then what we want to do is to leverage AI to help you understand your business better and understand how you can improve customer experience. So the first one here is Auto QA. So what we are doing, if you're using our Automate product, is to, you can see here at the top right, is like we're going to QA automatically all of your tickets. So there's a bunch of dimensions. There will be like resolution, efficiency, accuracy, to look at the quality of the support that your team is doing. So no more like I'm going to fill a survey manually to say, hey, like let me rate this ticket. Instead, AI is doing it for you, and what you can do from there is just like review the ones that have opportunity and work on that to level up your experience. Second is one of the things we've heard from you guys is it's hard to know where are the areas where your AI needs coaching. So what we are shipping this quarter is an insight statistics page that shows you, hey, like for the shipping use case, this is how we're doing. This is where we have opportunity. For the return use case, we're doing pretty well. Like no need to tweak. And so you're able to see like, okay, use case by use case, how is my AI doing, and what is that I should do to coach it to the next level. All right, ready for more? So then we are launching new ways to increase the revenue of your store. So the first one is Shopify launched the ability to for us to have the chat on the checkout page. And the checkout page is like the most meaningful page of your store. Like that's like the moment of truth where you're gonna know like if the person who's been browsing your website is gonna become a customer. And at this particular point, they might have questions and or like they might be like seeing objections about like buying. And so that's a great time to have a conversation to help your customers convert and lift some of these objections. So we're really excited about this. This is already available. And then for those of you who are using Convert, our product to increase revenue, like we added like this beautiful card that allow you to like suggest products to add to cart to the customer. And we see like pretty good success as well, like we were talking about with Tushi just a second ago, to increase the conversion of the website. Finally, we are going to launch the new skill that we've been talking about just a sec ago. So the ability for AI agent to sell to more merchants. So right now it's in alpha with like 15 merchants. Some of you are here on the call. And at the beginning of May, we'll GA to everyone here. So in the meantime, like we'll add more folks to the beta to get some feedback and refine it. But that's the timeline. So on this vision of getting an AI to do support and also sell, that's going to come in at the beginning of Q2 on our side. Alrighty, so that's it for all our exciting product updates. So feel free to check out like everything that I shipped in the product already. So like Shopify chat on checkouts, like AI agent on chat, or that has been is becoming available today. So yeah, hopefully you guys are excited about them, and give us feedback on the chat if you have any.